Hello Fortniters, fully loaded here back with another video. I was attempting to land on the loot boat, or at the loot boat right off the jump here, but somebody had beat me to it. They had a better position on me and were landing quicker than I was, so I decided to pull back and yeah, loot up this little cabin instead. You know, the loot is going to pale in comparison with what I would have gotten on the loot boat, but you know, we do what we must. Just didn't want to get to the loot boat second to another player, because it usually doesn't bode well for the, you know, I guess the late landing player. So anyway, I don't love my loot out. I've got the ranged AR, the heavy shotgun, the repeating pistol. I'm not a fan of any of these weapons. They're not my preferred weapons, and I don't have full shield, so I'm thinking I found the rare chest, a nice consolation, but then I get another repeating pistol, so not loving the loadout, but still ready to fight. Just looking to get a few mats in case I need to build a wall. Looking to engage with this player. They seem to be doing a lot of shooting. I think they end up fighting or attacking the loot shark, but they're walking backwards here. I'm trying to land with the heavy shotgun and miss the two shots that I took. The player was moving while I was doing it, so there was that, but I'm not great with this particular weapon. And now I'm trying to pick up where they left off, but I believe they ended up going up the zip line. You know, in watching this video back, I think I could see that they jumped on the zip line that goes up to the mountain. So I didn't know that at the time, but so I was like, whatever, they took off somewhere, might as well go see if there's anything left over at this loot boat. So that's where I'm headed, and fortunately there were a couple things, but the shark is now extremely agitated and attacking the boat, so but I, at least in my mind, improved my shotgun with the purple pump. Not ideal again, I prefer the repeating shotgun, but and then I upgrade my my AR, so I guess all wasn't lost in having that player run off. They didn't fully loot the ship, but now the storm is closing in. So anyway, I'm trying to coordinate my loadout here so I have something with me that'll allow me to heal, since I got stuck in the storm here. So I'm swapping out the tent with the old spray heal, and then jumping in the souped up, you know, souped up truck. And good thing is, it seems to be plowing through a lot of the trees, so there's that. And it gets me out of the storm quite quickly. They're kind of slow to get going, these big rigs, but anyway, I'm just working my way back into the circle, healing up with the spray that I grabbed. So I think at this point I realized too, I was like, hey, well, I'm not too far from this supply drop, so I'm going to sort of stick around here and wait to get it. I jump in a bush to make sure that there's nobody lingering around, that I'm not going to get lasered when I go to get the loot from this drop. So as far as I can tell, all looks clear. It doesn't look like there's anybody else waiting around for this, so I struggle to, I don't want to just open it up without having a wall around me, but just I guess the height of where the ground is, and the build ends up building for the floor, was awkward, so it took me a little bit to sort of get it going, but ended up getting a gold sniper. And since I'm kind of, the storm starts closing in on me again, I leave the big pot back there and opt to take the health spray. I wouldn't normally do that, but I figured if I took some damage from the storm that's closing in, at least I have the health spray to get me back to 100%. So anyway, take an opportunity to jump in the boat and hit the old the rift, allow me to rotate a lot quicker. I do take a little damage in the process, but the rift is a great way to rotate quickly. As you can see, I've covered a lot of ground, and working my way to the opposite end of the new circle that's just formed. So Again, grabbing what loot that I can, using the downward flow of the river to rotate again even quicker, because I know this area pretty well. There's often some chests, anywhere from 1 to 3 chests that spawn in that little forest area, so looks like I'm working my way over there to trying to check those out. Again, I like my loot a little bit better now than I did when I first landed, but I upgraded my AR in my mind, and I got the SMG swapped out for the repeating handgun, so that's an improvement. I see another supply drop and I'm tempted to go up there, but I first grabbed the 3 chests that are here. I'm able to swap out the pump. You can see I took the lesser grade pump. I swapped out a green repeating shotgun for a blue pump. So some people would be, that's crazy, but again, I'm just a little more comfortable with the repeating shotgun. It doesn't have as much range as the pump, and it doesn't typically do as much damage, but I find it's a little forgiving. It has a little more spray, and so it works well in close quarters. So the storm closed in a little too quickly for me to be able to go for that loot drop, so I'm just here. Again, I've mentioned in some of my more recent videos that I feel like the competition that I'm going up against is a little bit stiffer than it had been. So I've got to get a little bit campier than I have been, if that's possible. I was pretty campy and stealthy, and using strategy, I thought drove my game anyway, but I've had to up it a little bit more because the competition seems to be a lot stiffer than it had been. So that's what I'm doing. I have been getting games, though. I think the first time I noticed the uptick in competition, I had 3 days of horrible gameplay, 0 wins, struggle just to get an elimination, let alone a win. So I've adjusted my game, I think, and I've gotten some wins. The last few wins that I've gotten, I think it's been against stiff competition. It typically goes with me being super stealthy, like uber stealthy for most of the game, rarely running into anybody until the end game, and then me getting 1 or 2 eliminations and getting a victory royale. But yeah, that's been the routine lately. So anyway, I'm working my way back into the circle. There's a fight going on in the background here, so I'm sitting in the bush to see how it plays out, seeing if I can get a clear shot. I'm using my sniper at fairly close range. I probably shouldn't be having my sniper out at this point, but I'm just waiting to see if this player stops so I can take them out. So kind of lost sight of them. There they are, looking to heal up in the shelter behind the couch, and boom, and then with the one-shot sniper for the win. 1 shot, 1 victory royale. Thanks for watching.